In the heart of every community lies a dream waiting to come true as a journey begins. We dribble through life's hurdles, breaking down its barriers, looking beyond the horizon. Lessons are learned, friendships are forged, and strength is birthed from within. Beyond tactics and goals, we strive as a team. With discipline and perseverance, we advance. Through every kick, stumble, and victory, our lives are changing, and together we rise.
It's not just a game. Football is our life.
The St. Lucia Semi-Pro Football League, leveraging football to transform lives.
28 years ago, I left St. Lucia to study in Canada. I got married and moved to the US, but I never forgot my roots. So when I decided to invest in the offshore business, it was only natural to have it done in my hometown. To have a successful business, I needed a bank. Who else? My first employer, Bank of St. Lucia. BOSL has been an incredible partner, supported my vision of expansion and diversification in every step of the way. The Elite Builders Capital product has been a game changer for entrepreneurs like me. It helps us achieve the success we've always dreamed of.
Into your life anywhere, anytime with your BOSL Visa credit card.
Spend your life, let it BOSL's got you. Live your life your way. It's your life, it's what you do.
My journey into business began in one of the hardest moments of my life. In 2020, I lost my job from the hotel industry and my husband was temporarily laid off from his.
As a couple with young kids, at the time, we had to ensure that we had a steady income.
We decided to convert the lower floor of my home into vacation rentals. But we needed support to grow.
The credit union couldn't go any further and financing felt out of reach.
But everything changed when we were introduced to Elite Builders Capital, a product made just for us from Bank of St. Lucia.
With their help, we completed our last 2 units. 2 of our villas were inspired by our kids, Melo for Melody and Samo for Samuel.
Now we have 6 fully furnished villas, ready for more guests.
Make it your own. Home sweet gets you any style of home. BOSL saying home sweet home with a home sweet mortgage. You are number one. Home sweet, home quest, home flex, home switch. Need a new home, we get it. Home sweet, home quest, home flex, home switch. Act now when you won't regret it. BOSL. Bankers and Lucia's enhanced home sweet mortgages are designed around you. Home Flex, a home equity line of credit. Home Quest, for professionals building new dreams. And Home Switch, time to bring your mortgage home to us. Home Sweet Mortgages, make it your own. Home Sweet, Home Quest, Home Flex, Home Switch. Need a new home, we get it. BOSL. For more information, call 456-6999 or go to bankofstlucia.com. BOSL.
Feel the thunder of the pitch, the roar of the crowd, and witness the rising of our nation. St. Lucia, this is the Semi-Professional Football League Season 2. 2 epic tournaments, 143 electrifying matches, 10 venues, 1 island, 1 heartbeat. From June to December 2025, 20 District Football League.
Can we all stand to acknowledge the national anthem of St. Lucia? Round of applause there for the participating teams. Welcome you to match 136. That's all the Professional Football League for 2025. After value demonstrated black and white. All boys are that's the opposite. Finding up in the value tomorrow.
And it is the kickoff for the second matchup tonight, right here at the Francis Babalastic Grounds, which featuring the home team GROS-ISLET in the sky blue, and they're up against MABOUYA Valley. This in itself is supposed to be rather tasty. Hoping we can get some football to be played, keeping the ball on the surface and making some passes and making it interesting. Elijah Williams, of course, with the team news momentarily. But like I said, this one's supposed to be very tasty because these are two top teams jostling for positions. MABOUYA Valley up there in the final four, and GROS-ISLET with games in hand, knowing fully well they are going to be at home, trying to crawl or use a ladder to come up the table. That being said, here is Elijah Williams.
Good evening once again, folks. Second game on the cards, as critics said. MABOUYA Valley, who currently sit in 4th position, they take on GROS-ISLET, who sit in 6th. MABOUYA Valley have 3 games, including this one remaining. GROS-ISLET have 4, including this one remaining. MABOUYA Valley on 25 points, GROS-ISLET on 22 points. So you can see how things are shaping up. Central Castries, of course, still in 3rd place after that defeat. They're on 25 points as well, but they only have 1 game left. So it's going to be very interesting as we see O'Neill Tousse with a strike there. Let me get into the team news quickly. For MABOUYA Valley, Daisy Joseph in goal, Tej Pascal, Zach Sandiford, Govan Sebans Javier, he's back in the fold, and Claudio Joseph, they make up the back four. Nathaniel Noel, Ethan Okuli, and Brandon Sandiford, fresh from his national duties, make up the 3-man midfield. Alk Marquis is flanked by Amaziah Edwin and Maya Stanislas. For GROS-ISLET, Giovanni de Turville, ever present in goal. Brandon Eugene, Sebastian Rebo, O'Neill Tousse, and Joshua George make up the back four. Eden Charles, Tonia Simon, and Riddell Stanislas, back from his national duty, make up the midfield 3. Aramis Gilbert maintains his position as the central striker, and he's flanked by a returning Jaleel Evans and Mackay Stanislas.
Of course, Jaleel Evans in fine nick. Grew up not too far away from here. It's basically behind the goal. So the ground is his playground. He should do some damage here tonight once given the chance. Meantime, we see GROS-ISLET keeping possession, but we see sort of a mid-press by MABOUYA Valley very early. But GROS-ISLET is still able to keep possession. Little Dink. Servants, of course, as well, back in the mix. Stanislas used to be a winger, now employed as a central midfielder. So throwing now to GROS-ISLET. Eli, you just mentioned how important this game is. And two teams who in good stead so far. Of course, GROS-ISLET might want to be disappointing to a certain extent. But what can they do tonight to show a semblance of that, they're moving in the right direction?
Well, for GROS-ISLET, this is not necessarily a must-win fixture, but I don't think they will approach it in that manner. I think Coach Francis Babalastic is going to want to take all 3 points and get as high up the table as possible. You don't want to finish in 4th place and have to face a Leclerc squad who have quite a few of their players back in the fold. We know how ominous they were in the start of the season. And of course, MABOUYA Valley, who've had some good spells during the campaign, they will also want to go into the semi-finals in good nick. So I expect this to be a very interesting encounter, but I expect GROS-ISLET, buoyed by the fact that they're playing at home, to maybe come up trumps in this encounter. I'm not saying that with any sort of certainty. It's just my gut feeling.
All right, good. Ball comes across from MABOUYA Valley. No one to make contact with it. Ramis Gilbert showing his worth. Any position asked to play, he will of course try to do his best.
Foul on Mackay Stanislas. Of course, he was in the last game, kept his place. Badger Edward relegated to the bench. Badger Edward in particular has not been in the best of form. Coming back into this GROS-ISLET squad. He scored a goal. I believe he scored 2 goals on from his return, but far from the player that we saw last season for GROS-ISLET. So an opportunity for Makai Stanislas to probably try to make that wing position his own.
Good try there, but however the defense was able to clear. Ball comes across again. Giovanni making a meal out of this one. Had no idea where that ball was. And now it's GROS-ISLET on the attack.
Tony Simon showing his strength there. Ball comes across and out. Claudio Joseph.
Yeah, good little spell there for GROS-ISLET. They keep possession. Prado better known. Prado on this one. Trying to dribble his way infield.
Advantage played there. Brandon Sandiford on it. Pot touch.
I'll pass a little too.
Your thoughts on Jaleel Evans playing out wide? I mean, he started off the season playing in that particular position. From the time he was deployed as a central striker, he's up there leading the league with 9 goals. Thought he would have slotted back into that central striker position.
Of course, I would think that Babalastic, trying to put off the MABOUYA team because then that's probably what they planned for. So he must just tweak the tactic a bit just to throw off the balance of the defense for MABOUYA Valley. He's in his natural position. Yes, he's scored plenty of goals when played central, but I think it's in an effort to just to throw off the defense of MABOUYA Valley. So, but either way, he has quality enough to score from any position played, and I'm thinking that it's only a matter of time before he really imposes himself in this game.
Govan Javier on the ball now. We are playing a very high line. Not afraid of the running behind by Gilbert, Aramis Gilbert that is. They feel they have enough to cover, of course. Javier himself is pretty quick.
Oh, good dribbling there.
As Stanislas
trying to force a shot. You would want to keep possession still. Work that ball around the midfield, try to get an opening. But he tried to force that shot with his left foot. I don't think he'd want to see the replay of this one.
Yeah, that's one young Ethan Okuli screwing that one wide with his left foot.
So we do have an interesting battle. Young Tej Pascal up against Jaleel. Should be very interesting.
They're 2 of the marquee young players in the league.
Yeah. Foul on Aramis. Aramis is one of my favorite players in the league, This guy just gets on with it. I know you can't see Aramis being involved in any drama. He just comes to play and try to do his best to help his community or help his team. I have time for Aramis. Rebo, about 60 yards out. I know he can pack it. Let's see what he does with this one.
Only 2 men in the wall, though. Interesting.
An attempted daisy cutter. More like a Zeba Kuto. Tough tackling there between the two. It is on for sure. Some good battles within the setup. There is Rebo again. Yeah, I give you Zeba Kuto. You know what a Zeba Kuto is?
Give me a phrase there.
You know what Zeba Kuto?
Explain yourself.
So normally we see a daisy cutter, but because of the poof, nothing, you know, the poof. You know there are some grass that they just cut you. Zebakuto. Yeah, I'm always critical of.
So instead of cutting the grass cutting.
Yeah, because the man ain't going. I'm always critical. I'm gonna put a lot of pressure on him because he's strong, he's big, he's dominant. You know, you have to have that. I'm not saying he can score from there, but at least put it on frame. You know. Now is MABOUYA Valley settling down to make passes. Ball played to the right side. Just missed out on this one.
Sonia Simon trying to play a good ball through. That's a little too much there from Makai Stanislas, but he saw the intention.
Yeah, goalkeeper made his mark. Second time he's been on a run. Good defense there by Tuse. GROS-ISLET keeping it in a little pocket. Spread now for the youngster.
Looks like it's going to be a goal kick, says
Yeah.
Leroy Joseph.
Yeah, Valley comfortable of always playing from their style. Earlier on, someone's indicated that they're panicking.
Yeah, good.
But once they can beat the press, they will get at you. It's
Good
a big
football.
switch. Yeah. A little too fancy with this one using the outside of his foot. Ribo intercepting. Giovanni plays back to Ribo. A little heavy on the touch.
Good pressing by MABOUYA. I think that helped
yeah.
to force the error.
MABOUYA is a good team.
Yeah, you don't play an 18-game a season and be up in the top 4
consistently.
Yeah,
right through.
Yeah, right
through.
You don't do that without being a good team.
Yeah, MABOUYA
and they had their rough patch, huh?
Oh yes.
They had a time of some injuries, players being unavailable.
What I would love to see MABOUYA do for next season is change the color of the uniform. You need a color to inspire young men, to raise their morale. Black is not the color. Raise their morale and raise their belief. So you need a color with a little more energy.
I also want to remind our viewers that MABOUYA Valley has not had the services of the skipper and talisman last season, that being Leas Henville. Moved on. Ethan Okuli is the number 10 youngster, but they've been able to grow from strength to strength even in his absence, critic.
Yes, yes. It's as if, like, you know, they're so well drilled is that any individual who comes in try to make a mark and be part of that team. So, of course, a lot of teams have had injuries and suspensions. Everybody has gone for it. But MABOUYA don't really complain. They just try to play and see how they can get a favorable result. So players move on, and that is natural in football. But as well as players move on, players as well evolve. There is young Jalil taking on Pascal on the inside.
Immaculate first touch.
Yeah, he still has it. He just blew a foul. I think Jalil needed to pass off that ball at some point. When he got in was to, when he got to the top of the box area, pass on the football and play himself in. When he lost it, that's why he's trying to recover it. That's what about the foul. Emergency recovery on the scene, Toussaint.
Corner kick, though.
Toussaint is like a first responder, you know. No, seriously, when you watch him play, anywhere there's danger at the back, first person on the scene is Toussaint.
Yeah, he's quick, he covers the ground well, he reads the game well.
That's right. So, first responder.
He has a good touch.
And when he made the move from Canaries to GROS-ISLET, he got a lot of... As a matter of fact, he's still got a lot of stick. I call him Toussaint because I like Canaries.
He's embraced it, though.
Yeah, but he's cool with it. Although he had a post recently that, you know, which I gave him a little stick for as well. But it is what it is. He's a good player. There is a corner, comes in, defended well by GROS-ISLET. Possession, of course, 2. MABOUYA Valley.
Maya Stanislas. Poor ball in.
Yeah, a little more oomph on this one.
Maya Stanislas has been hot and cold this season. Started off very well. Scored the first hat trick. As we see, miss kick there by Riddle Stanislas.
Yeah, the ball left him.
I was saying Maya Stanislas started off very well. He scored the first hat trick of the semi-pro season. But he's not really kicked on from there. I know he had that almighty collision with the goalkeeper for South Castries. Had that collision down in V4. Got concussed from that. He's since recovered, but I suspect he just got concussed by the ball again.
No, I think, yeah, at the pace, because it was a big diagonal, but he was not in position to get on to control it. So he tried to make amends to do so, and that ball may have hit him straight in the face. But it was a hard pass for sure.
I'll make an excuse for Myers. He lost it in the light.
I think so as well.
GROS-ISLET in possession again.
So throw into MABOUYA Valley.
Claudio Joseph.
Free kick actually.
Yep. Jalil. Out to Joshua George. Tries to play it through for Tonya Simon. Brandon Eugene now playing Maya Stanislas in. And he's down again. Collided with Rebo, who's also on his haunches.
Yeah, he's been through the wars.
Now, there was a heavy collision.
No.
Rebo is down as well, and Rebo is a big guy.
No, it wasn't a collision. Look at the manner of tackle for Rebo. The manner of tackle. It was not a collision. The player had the ball going forward. And Rebo tried to exert more force. And in the process, he ended up injuring himself as well. So basically, he tried to use his body to tackle the MABOUYA player, but he went with too much force. So that's when they knock off each other, and it wasn't warranted because he was going nowhere. Stay on your feet. Both of them are winning right now. What's the famous glow? What glow do you? What's the famous one? Glow?
Glossy.
That's right.
Might be a more of a Baueva situation than a blessed situation there. Let's see. My ass sitting up.
I remember once playing a game. There's a police officer. I don't remember his name. He's from MABOUYA, you know. I don't remember his name. This guy gave me a tackle. Like a body check. He lied. I think everything inside of me shook, you know. When I go to him, I have to put things back in place. That's what happened there, you know. That's what exactly happened there.
Your dick and willow.
Boy. Never forget that. Shook me up, man.
Got one from myself, but from Big Jerry. God rest his soul. Yeah. When Briggy hit you, stay hit.
Yeah. But these things gives you experience.
Oh yes, definitely.
So you know going forward what you have to do, how to protect yourself. You don't want to be on the receiving end. Quiet night in GROS-ISLET. Action, of course, is in the street party south of us.
Right there. Almost costly. That composure by Xavier.
Very good pass there. That should be a shot on goal. Ball comes across.
Alkamaki not able to take advantage of that one. Good passage of play there. Both teams, Critic, have provided us with some good passages of play.
So far, it's a good game.
Pretty even contest, I would say.
Two teams who want to play football. That's the beauty of it so far. Keeping the ball down on the surface, challenging one another, shots on goal, saves being made, runs being made, bounces being made. Every facet of football has been exhibited. The only thing missing right now in this game is some goals.
This game looks like it's going to have some goals. Intricacy of play that I've seen from the two teams thus far.
Yeah.
Okule trying to play in Stanislas. It's a foul.
Pushing the player. There was no need for that. I think the momentum drove him into the player and he just happened to use his hand to fend him off.
Well, he's not having that collision again, I can tell you that.
Yeah, he's had two. You know, sometimes that ball follows you, right? And that's what's happening. That's what's happening to him.
Joshua George, the player foul there. A rare poor touch by Tusa.
Yeah, he had to leave that ball for the goalkeeper.
He dealt with it eventually.
Oh, good pass. Or touch there. Now we are still with it. Cross ball again. They use the flanks very, very, very good. That's their strength, eh?
Yeah, definitely. Stanislas not controlling that one.
Good interception there by Pascal. Usually playing going back with this one. Good interception there, putting this one out by Pascal.
There's a disappearing spray critic. It's back. Did you see it? Then it's working.
I suspect that must be deodorant because I'm not seeing it.
Must be speed stick.
Something like that because free kick there for GROS-ISLET. Jalil will of course want to go to goal. And want to go to goal, he went.
A deflection almost wrong.
Yeah, almost. We almost got him.
Rebo on it.
Yeah.
Back to Giovanni Di Turville. Back to
know.
Rebo. Pressed very quickly there. He was able to deal with it.
For some reason, the goalkeeper communication reminds me of a MABOUYA goalkeeper I played with. Played for VSADC and played with the national team as well. Remember a goalkeeper called Sansi?
Yes.
So one of Sansi's strong traits was to always communicate with his backline. And we always used to take the mickey of him, you know. Sansi used to be like, "Fall back and mark!" Once you hear that, check yourself. Fall back and mark! And I'm hearing this youngster from MABOUYA doing the same thing you do. Listen to me, fall back and mark! He just haven't got the lungs as yet to really, you know, bellow it out there. But it seems to be a MABOUYA thing when you're a goalkeeper. Urging his defenders to fall back and mark. So see where you there? Take it easy, my brother. First person in MABOUYA who watching the stream will remember Sansi. I think he's somewhere out in the US. Yeah. There's a long ball for Aramis. Won't get there.
Well done there by Zach Sandiford.
Yeah. Ball will be going. You're going to keep possession as a matter of fact. He did pretty good. Was able to get around and keep the ball inside and clear. And now it's a MABOUYA throw-in. Here's our guy again. This time missing the ball. Usually keeping possession. Ramesh wanting to do a little too much of this one.
Brandon Sandiford.
Sometimes, Eli, especially when you're playing in and around the box area, there's what is called the wall pass. So Ramesh try to control and jig and left and right. No. Just try to link up with somebody to get past the defense with a wall pass.
There's Pascal. Not really made mention of him too much.
He'll be having a quiet game because remember Jalil is on him.
Yeah, I don't think he's foraying forward too much, not wanting to leave the 11s in space.
That's right. So tonight he's basically rooted to his position. He's had some interceptions as well. Not a bad game all in all. But like you say, normally he forays up front, but not tonight.
Yeah, I think that's probably causing Miles Stanislas to struggle just a little bit because he and Tej Pascal, they have a good understanding on that flank.
Yeah.
He sort of left alone to try to make some inroads by himself.
Yeah.
No overlap by Pascal tonight. Well, not as yet anyway.
Police Guamuna pass where? Not tonight.
There's Tej. Inverting now. Very, very skillful fullback, high quality player.
Oh yes, very versatile, good ability.
Yeah, but I'll forever see Lantico when I see him though.
I know, right?
No, there's an old saying, when you see something, it's hard to unsee it.
That's right. Past 30 minutes, still 0-0 between the two. Dispute there, saying he won the whole ball, but the referee saw it differently. Here comes the spray again. I think it's a liquid, not a spray. Yeah, he's spraying again.
You saw it.
Finally.
You saw it.
Finally, we saw it. What I think, Eli,
but
is
it's gone now, though.
Yeah, no. At least I can see there's something there. But what I'm thinking, Eli, I'm thinking that they don't shake it. They need to shake it.
Okay.
Yeah, they need to shake it before they spray it. But what they do, they spray it. Eve behind this one for GROS-ISLET.
Another deflection out by Okule. My Stanislas now on it. It's a needless foul.
Yeah, try to get her wrong now. There's no need for that.
Gonna give GROS-ISLET another opportunity to lump on into the box.
Finally, MABOUYA was able to clear the area, and it is a GROS-ISLET throw-in.
Junior Simon on the ground there. Reboing with a strong tackle against Marquis. Sort of hand into the corner. Ball runs out of play and a throw in to MABOUYA Valley.
I haven't seen a foul throw in a bit. And I'm seeing one here tonight. Unless you saw a foul throw, Eli. Just saw one.
I was about to say that.
Yeah, it's something you don't really get to see much in football anymore.
Well, apparently not, because MABOUYA still have the throw in.
Okay.
Probably took it from the wrong position.
Wrong position, all right. Giovanni got us cleanly. Good header there by Taj Pascal.
Interesting. Earlier fixture, we saw the only goal of that game come from a cross that ended up in the back of Central Castries in net. That one, Daisy Joseph just shepherds over bars.
Jalil going across to take the corner.
Out swinger.
Good defending there by MABOUYA.
It's definitely a foul.
Yes, it is the foul. The art of defending and the art of tackling. You do not just send your body and hope. Remember, you're playing football. This is not rugby or this is not American football. Yes, it is a foul.
Yeah, Jalil a little shaken up there. He'll be okay.
That foul even warrants a yellow card. Never played the football. Jalil continues to be the most foul player in the league. Takes a lot of blows every time he plays.
Still shaken up.
Eve.
Very good attempt there. Tony Simon with a glancing header. The ball had all the pace on it. He had to redirect it into the goal. Just missing the left upright of Daisy Joseph. Head in hands moment there for GROS-ISLET.
Good effort there by Antonius. Just missing it as like illustrated. He seems to be trying to find his range. That should send a signal or a warning rather to MABOUYA Valley. Those senseless fouls, get away from it.
And as I say so, is on the ground though.
Oh yes. Yeah, this play has been through the wars, man. MABOUYA possession.
Yeah, Claudio Joseph lumping it up there. Ball cleared. Jalil tracking that one down. Well marshaled by Tej Pascal. Only as far as a Grosley player though. I don't know if it's intentional, critic, but very often I see the MABOUYA Valley central defenders sort of clearing the ball into a pass for their teammate. Maybe it's just coincidence.
I think it is. I don't think I don't think you're right. I don't think maybe it's probably just happened, but I don't think it's it's tough, eh?
A couple of occasions, it happened so seamlessly.
Yeah,
it almost looked like
it was meant to be.
They planned it. You know? Oh boy!
Yeah, not giving the player any time. Not good effort there.
He needed a shout from his teammates though. Don't think he realized the player was on his shoulder. Stanislas now trying a flick. Doesn't come off. Joshua George in at the right back there for Grosley.
I think the goalkeepers have been so much busy.
They're not busy, but Grosley had a glorious chance of Tonya Simon glancing that header past the upright. Yes. Multiple step overs.
Yeah, they're too close to the goalkeeper. But when he gets it, he has been past the defenders a lot in his area.
Yes.
But not able to put in that telling pass. And he's been on the ground a lot as well too. So it's a sort of a kind of mixed bag for him.
Okule closed down quickly, didn't have the time that he felt or thought he had. Been a very good game, very interesting game.
Yeah, game you have to keep your eyes on for sure. As if like if you blink, you're gonna miss something.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a good game without the goals thus far. Done by Eden Charles, or blocked there.
This is a good exhibit. It's a good exhibition. Two teams, keeping the ball and wanting to be possessive, counter-attack when necessary.
Composed play there by MABOUYA.
Too much there. It's going to be a throw-in to Grosley. Using very smart play in there. Much time is left.
Really there. Maya Stanislas. Halftime, 0-0 here between GROS-ISLET and MABOUYA Valley. Top of the table class, well, top versus middle. A very interesting fixture, but we'll be back after the break.
In the heart of every community lies a dream waiting to come true as a journey begins. We dribble through life's hurdles, breaking down its barriers, looking beyond the horizon. Lessons are learned, friendships are forged, and strength is birthed from within. Beyond tactics and goals, we strive as a team. With discipline and perseverance, we advance. Through every kick, stumble, and victory, our lives are changing, and together we rise.
It's not just a game. Football is our life.
The St. Lucia Semi-Pro Football League, leveraging football to transform lives.
28 years ago, I left St. Lucia to study in Canada. I got married and moved to the US, but I never forgot my roots. So when I decided to invest in the offshore business, it was only natural to have it done in my hometown. To have a successful business, I needed a bank. Who else? My first employer, Bank of St. Lucia. BOSL has been an incredible partner, supporting my vision of expansion and diversification in every step of the way. The Elite Builders Capital product has been a game changer for entrepreneurs like me. It helps us achieve the success we've always dreamed of.
Tap into your life anywhere, anytime with your BOSL Visa credit card.
Spend your life, let it BOSL's got you. Live your life your way. It's your life, it's what you do.
My journey into business began in one of the hardest moments of my life. In 2020, I lost my job from the hotel industry, and my husband was temporarily laid off from his.
As a couple with young kids, at the time, we had to ensure that we had a steady income.
We decided to convert the lower floor of my home into vacation rentals. But we needed support to grow.
The credit union couldn't go any further, and financing felt out of reach.
But everything changed when we were introduced to Elite Builders Capital, a product made just for us from Bank of St. Lucia.
With their help, we completed our last 2 units. 2 of our villas were inspired by our kids, Melo for Melody and Samo for Samuel.
Now we have 6 fully furnished villas ready for more guests.
make it your own. Home Sweet gets you any style of home. BOS I'll saying home sweet home. With a home sweet mortgage, you are number one. Home Sweet, Home Quest, Home Flex, Home Switch. Need a new home, we get it. Home Sweet, Home Quest, Home Flex, Home Switch. Act now and you won't regret it. BOSL. Bank of St. Lucia's enhanced home sweet mortgages are designed around you. Home Flex, a home equity line of credit. Home Quest, for professionals building new dreams. And Home Switch, time to bring your mortgage home to us. Home Sweet Mortgages, make it your own. Home Sweet, Home Quest, Home Flex, Home Switch. Need a new home, we get it. BOSL. For more information, call 456-6999 or go to bankofstlucia.com. BOSL.
Feel the thunder of the pitch, the roar of the crowd, and witness the rising of our nation. St. Lucia, this is the Semi-Professional Football League Season 2. 2 epic tournaments, 143 electrifying matches, 10 venues, 1 island, 1 heartbeat. From June to December 2025, 20 district football leagues will face off. Every match is a battle, every goal is a statement, and every fan is part of the legacy. Who will rise to victory? Play your schedule and be part of history. Visit semiprofootballleague.com and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube for full match fixtures, live coverage, updates, and behind the scenes access. This is our season where passion lives and purpose leads.
This is a beautiful game and this is what we love.
St. Lucia Semi-Pro Football League.
Leveraging football to transform lives.
In the heart of every community lies a dream waiting to come true as a journey begins. We dribble through life's hurdles, breaking down its barriers, looking beyond the horizon. Lessons are learned, friendships are forged, and strength is birthed from within. Beyond tactics and goals, we strive as a team. With discipline and perseverance, we advance. Through every kick, stumble, and victory, our lives are changing, and together we rise.
It's not just a game. Football is our life.
The St. Lucia Semi-Pro Football League, leveraging football to transform lives.
28 years ago, I left St. Lucia to study in Canada. I got married and moved to the US, but I never forgot my roots. So when I decided to invest in the offshore business, it was only natural to have it done in my hometown. To have a successful business, I needed a bank. Who else? My first employer, Bank of St. Lucia. BOSL has been an incredible partner, supporting my vision of expansion and diversification in every step of the way. The Elite Builders Capital product has been a game changer for entrepreneurs like me. It helps us achieve the success we've always dreamed of.
Tap into your life anywhere, anytime with your BOSL Visa credit card.
Spend your life, let it BOSL's got you. Live your life your way. It's your life, it's what you do.
My journey into business began in one of the hardest moments of my life. In 2020, I lost my job from the hotel industry and my husband was temporarily laid off from his.
As a couple with young kids, at the time, we had to ensure that we had a steady income.
We decided to convert the lower floor of my home into vacation rentals. But we needed support to grow.
The credit union couldn't go any further and financing felt out of reach.
But everything changed when we were introduced to Elite Builders Capital, a product made just for us from Bank of St. Lucia.
With their help, we completed our last 2 units. 2 of our villas were inspired by our kids, Melo for Melody and Samo for Samuel.
Now we have 6 fully furnished villas ready for more guests.
Welcome back to the second half of the game. All in between MABOUYA Valley and GROS-ISLET.
We're back with second half action at the Francis Babalastic ground where MABOUYA Valley and GROS-ISLET are locked at nil apiece. It's been a very entertaining first half. Some good spells, good passages of football played, good defending by both teams as well as we see an opportunity there. Critic, your thoughts on the first half?
Yeah, it's been like a jigsaw puzzle for both teams trying to still find their way or figure out what both teams are doing. We saw players playing out of position to sort of throw off the defenses either side. But I'm thinking now that the break is over. They've got instructions to settle down because both teams have seen what they can offer. But I still think it's going to boil down to finishing. If you look at what GROS-ISLET is doing, Aramis is still in the game, so there's not a natural finisher per se up top. It's more in reliant of what Jalil can bring or what he can do. And on the other hand, for MABOUYA Valley, yes, they have been very comfortable playing from the back, trying to play all facets of the game, playing midfield as well. So they want to continue in that vein. But GROS-ISLET at home, in front of their home fans, would want to walk away clearly with the 3 points. So let's see what GROS-ISLET can muster up, if they can get the score sheet, get onto the score sheet and at least break the defense of MABOUYA Valley.
GROS-ISLET would like to think that they have some goals on the bench if they need to call upon them in the persons of Badger Edward and Troy Greenidge. Troy Greenidge has not been in the best form this season.
Likewise, Badju. I think that's why he's found himself on the bench. I mean, he's a big figure, but what's done is done. Now it's about doing it again.
Football, you just need a moment.
Yeah. But he's a good player, though. Well, going out, throw into MABOUYA Valley.
Interestingly enough, though, I see Badjo more as a wide forward than a winger.
Wide forward.
Yeah, I don't think he necessarily is usually creative and will give you that final pass to score a goal. I think he has the ability to get in behind and to cut inside, and we've seen him score some brilliant goals for GROS-ISLET, particularly last season. He had some crackers. He needs to add that final pass to his game and make him a more complete player. Of course, he's still very young. I think he's just 20 years old.
Wow, he has a lot of time on his side.
Ethan Okuli!
Trying something out of the magic box.
Yeah, Alkamaki. Front for MABOUYA Valley.
Very young team. Which team would you think has the youngest team in the first division?
It has to be South Castries.
Oh, yes. You think so?
Yeah, man, it has to be South Castries. They have a couple of senior players in their ranks, but the bulk of their players are teenagers and early 20s.
I'm watching, yeah, you're right. I was watching the MABOUYA team and I was thinking that, there are some youngsters as well.
They shouldn't be too far behind.
Yes. Because remember, with South Castries, you have Nye Henry. And in MABOUYA case, you have Servants. So that might just bring up the mean to a certain extent. But I think South Castries basically have the youngest team. See, but you know how long I use that word?
I was just about to ask you want to compre.
No, I use the word, and I'm like, what? You know how long I use that word? yeah. Yeah, man, in the mean. What? Yeah, that's things you learn back. That's way back you learn those words, you know.
How you mean?
Yeah. I was per se. Yeah, man. Wow. Listen, I tell you, I don't know. I mean, yes, you guys are watching the stream, but we just have a lot of fun. Eli and I have a lot of fun doing this, you know. There are some things, you know, that are inside jokes, but you know, we just try to make it a moment, you know. There's Tuesday on the charge. I call him the first responder. And ball, of course, it's a throw into MABOUYA Valley.
Mazaya doing on the flank there. Try to employ a long throw in. Not long enough.
No, not long at all.
MABOUYA Valley recycling possession now, picked off by Makai Stanislas.
Yeah, holding on to the ball too long. Because the fans having none of it. Chant there was open your eyes.
Can I abok all the way from here, critic?
Eh?
Can I abok all the way from here?
Oh yes. Basically telling the referee to open his eyes, you know.
And he's coming closer.
Oh yes.
He's gonna have his say.
Abok is dressed in his political outfit tonight. That's right. I shouldn't say political outfit, his political colors. Yeah, which makes up the outfit.
Yeah, very
vocal
affable
supporter.
character.
Mm-hmm.
Abok. Don't think if Abok is around you can be upset, critic.
Oh no.
If you're in a bad mood, he'll make you smile.
Yeah, of course. Abok is about his business, you know. Remember, Abok was sent to buy penlight batteries. What is his response?
Give me one. give me one.
You know how long I had with penlight? It's AA and AAA, you know what? I had with penlight, man. Ball in play. GROS-ISLET putting passes together. You know who's had a good game as well too? Eve.
Yes.
Eve has had a good game. I can't even
always
recall.
very steady, yeah?
Yeah.
My ball is kept in.
Yeah. Goal kick. Yeah, he was settled down. I mean, after his injury. Put on some weight, yes, but he's been controlling the tempo of the game. Goalkeeper Giovanni asking his teammates to play a high line, if you ask me. Asking them to stay on the halfway line and mark from there. Good control by the youngster.
Done by Myers. Again, the final ball, critic.
What he should have done, Eli, okay, you got past the player, cut back into the penalty spot. But he tried to force a shot. You're not going to score from outside there if you're left foot. That angle is too acute. You can see, we have not seen Jalil in the second half just yet. All the time in the world and playing that ball out of touch. Being a goalkeeper can be a lonely job, Eli.
I can see why.
Yeah.
Might be long spells in the game where I could hear one of the MABOUYA Valley players saying or shouting, Myers, you waiting? I can tell you, Myers Stanislas is not about to collide with Sebastian Rebo again.
You know those
If an Okuli with a
double save.
Deflection there, Giovanni Di Turvel did well there. Another
double save there, Giovanni pulling out all the experience that he has. I was about to tell you when you mentioned that you want to bounce with Sebastian again. You know on the road they have some daft trucks.
Yes.
That's Sebastian. So when you see those trucks coming,
get out of the way.
Get out of the way.
Yeah. In swinger, led by Jalil. How was doing?
Another free kick for MABOUYA. Yeah.
Think he manipulated the referee there.
Yeah. Just have to stay his ground. Just waiting for the little contact. Yeah, it's a kind of foam, It has turned to foam, it's no longer a spray, like. A little foam.
Well, that's what it's supposed to be.
A little foam now, but it's a little bit.
That's what it's supposed to be.
Nothing major.
It's supposed to be a foam.
And with that being said, MABOUYA Valley has regained control, regained possession. Searching pass upfield. Sebastian just booting it out. Is that a decent game, Eli?
Yes.
Sebastian.
Yes.
Is that a decent game? A little, in some instances of uncertainty. But all in all, he's had a good game.
Stanislas on the ground again. Well done there by Makai Stanislas.
Yeah, there's the natural connection normally the right back and Jalil have tonight is not functioning. That's about the third time that Jalil has pointed in the direction in which he wants the pass to come, and it's not happening. That's why we have not seen Jalil. That little connection that they have is out of sync tonight. Offside call. We've reached the hour mark, and no one yet able to find the back of the net. 60 minutes of football. It hasn't been dull. Chances here, there, and there, but nothing clear cut.
Cross.
Jalil was in there before it happened. Harry Stage Pascal on the attack.
The ball runs away from him. Then here the GROS-ISLET faithful starting to get a little restless. Expecting more from their team. Maybe to a certain extent than they're estimating this MABOUYA Valley team as well.
I think they know the strength of the MABOUYA Valley team. I think what GROS-ISLET needs is some fresh legs. A little injection of creativity. Ah!
Sebastian Rebo showed a little turn of pace there, critic. Substitutions. Looks like Aaron Richards coming in. And the Troy Greenidge. Troy for Jalil Evans. Looks like Aaron Richards. In for Makai Stanislas, I think it is. So Aram is dropping into midfield.
Aaron Richards, national selectee, just back from international duty. First
Correct.
touch.
There's
Over the bar.
Marquis. Cross to Ethan, can't control it. Was in a good position. Isaiah Edwin, but couldn't control that one. So it looks like Riddle Stanislas is out wide now, along with Aaron Richards. Aramis Gilbert drops into midfield and Troy Greenidge takes his spot up front.
Top, yeah, up top. Yeah, MABOUYA Valley getting in some interesting positions, but not onside. Getting into those little pockets. All offside. There's Eve in midfield, searching pass. Troy Greenwich. Rosalie keeping possession. Good clearance there by Toussaint.
Cover there by the bands. Wins it back again.
They wanting those 3 points badly. A lot of pressure on them right now. Carl at one time was begging for substitutions, which they have made. Let's see if they can be fruitful. It's going to bear fruit.
Not a must-win game for either of these teams, Critic. MABOUYA still have 2 games to play. They still have 3 more. But of course, you want to get it done and dusted as quickly as possible. Maybe even if you secure your position in the top 4, maybe you can even afford to give a player or 2 a little rest before the semi-finals. Of course, you don't want to rest too many players. You want that continuity.
When they think of resting, they first need to think of this, how they're going to defend this free kick. The disappearing spirit is coming. Yes, mighty foam.
Remember Sadsil?
Tied.
No, when we were younger, there was a detergent called Sadsil.
Yes. Now there's Persil.
It's just like the disappearing foam.
Yeah, there's Persil as well. There's always a seal. Another corner, this time from the other side. So it's going to be an in-swinger. A little too much on this one. Good idea by Antonius, but a little too much on the passing, a little too heavy on the weight. The weight of pass, the choice was good. On the weight. We see a change for MABOUYA Valley.
Meanwhile, Robert Lawrence in for Alkamaki.
Rebo intercepting. Good clearance there. Not bad. An effort by MABOUYA. He just came into the game, number 19, I think it is.
Yeah, Robert Lawrence.
Yes, so he's heavy on the touch, but good intention. They got to the heart of the defense for GROS-ISLET, but the pass was just a little off, but not bad at all for first touch. Again, trying to go towards the flank, the right flank, but the weight on the pass.
Right flank, wrong weight.
That's right.
Okay.
That is a foul coming from behind. Antonius a little overzealous right there.
Yeah, Bajo Edward coming in for Tony Simon.
Yeah, last bit of action for him. Now Ramis Gilbert.
And he's replaced by Melvin Aurelia. Interesting to see how GROS-ISLET will set up. Aurelia slotted into midfield alongside Eden Charles. Bajo Edward, it looks like he's wow. Golden opportunity there for Amaziah Edwin. Does not cash in. I don't think there will be a better opportunity for MABOUYA Valley in this game again.
That was a chance, a big chance. But again, his touch just eluded him a bit. That's why he wasn't able to get much purchase on it. At the second time when he did shoot, he was supposed to have shot that ball a little earlier.
Yes, I agree.
But the touch left him.
He narrowed down his
That's
own
right.
angle.
So when he eventually took the shot now, Giovanni was onto it.
Yeah. And I actually didn't think he would have taken a first touch. I thought he would have hit that first time.
There you go. You could have done that as well. But you don't have much time in the area.
There's Bajo Edward. Is that a penalty call?
Yeah, I think they're calling a handball on Tej Pascal. He went up, but in the same going up, his right hand went up as well. So we could get a replay on that. Look at his
Bajo Edward needs a goal.
I don't know if there's a reaction on him realizing that he's going to miss the ball. And the instinct throw in the hand. So Baggio is charged with the responsibility. Look, Eli, for the penalty.
Seems that way. Slots it in coolly.
Yeah, not going to get that ball there at all. 1-0 to the home team. Yeah, you're not going to get onto that. But I would love to see the replay on the actual
penalty shout.
Penalty shout.
Yeah. GROS-ISLET right where they want to be. Up a goal to nil against the MABOUYA Valley. From my calculation, GROS-ISLET will now be on 25 points with a +6 goal difference. So if the scoreline remains the same, GROS-ISLET will now jump into 3rd position. MABOUYA Valley will drop down into 5th. But of course, they will still have 2 games remaining. Central Castries will be in 4th with 1 game left.
Interesting time.
Of course, MABOUYA Valley and Central Castries tied on points.
So throw into MABOUYA Valley. We're approaching 80 minutes pretty soon. Ball thrown out to Baggio. Good control. Through ball again. Bearing down on goal, Aaron.
Interestingly enough, critic, the 2 games left for MABOUYA Valley is against Leclerc and Canaries. Wow.
Another chance created there for MABOUYA Valley. The good defending from GROS-ISLET. I think the game as a goal has scored has spurred some energy into both teams.
Some interesting fixtures to go, critic. Central Castries still have to play GROS-ISLET. MABOUYA Valley have to play Canaries and Leclerc.
There's a saying in football, the table doesn't lie. And clearly,
remaining fixtures: Choiseul, Central Castries, and Leclerc.
Interesting times.
Very much so. This top 4 race is far from done.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, it feels like it's just started.
It isn't fixed. So we can clearly say Leclerc is fixed in the first position, but 2, 3, and 4 will be juggled.
Yes. Vieux South in 2nd position at the moment.
And how many games do they have in the bag? How many games they have left?
They have 2 games left. One is against Leclerc. Vieux South, they only have 1 game left. It's against Leclerc.
That's tomorrow night, yeah?
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, very interesting set of fixtures in the running. All these teams vying for the top 4 places. They play one another pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Semi-final 6-pointers.
All those games have become very vital. Another player drops down. This time the player from GROS-ISLET. Attention needed. I think it's the right back. They call him Jimo. Jimo is twin. Yeah.
It's Joshua George then.
Jimo. What's your nickname, Eli?
Josh George and Joshua George.
How they used to call you in your basketball days? How would the guys call you?
I prefer to not say one of my nicknames, but outside of that one, tall man, tall boy.
Yeah. Tall man. Dogu, are you aware Eli played basketball for St. Lucia? Are you aware of that? Yeah, tall man. TM.
Anybody who went to compete together with me, they'll call me something else.
Yeah. So you have your compre name.
Yeah, my compre name.
Basketball name. But you know, that's synonymous with secondary school life. Tall man. But in football, how did you call you?
Yeah, same tall man.
Tall man, huh?
Eli, tall man.
Tall man. So folks, you can throw your comments at tall man anytime. This Eli thing, give that Eli thing a break. They're trying to get on to see if they could get upfield. Don't see this GROS-ISLET team throwing this 1-0 lead away.
Yeah, I don't see that either. Although MABOUYA threatened to get in a couple of times, but I think their golden opportunities went past them.
Big switch there for GROS-ISLET. Baggio taking control, shot on goal. Keeper right there. I'm thinking Baggio could take an extra touch to get a better shot. And that would have sealed the deal for GROS-ISLET.
Yeah, into the 85th minute now.
Let's give him the ball away. As Baggio played through. Goalkeeper.
Offside flag is up.
Definitely.
Don't think the crowd have realized it as yet. I think he bought that one.
And he bought this one. Never a foul. He wasn't aware that the player was coming for the ball, and when he realized that they picked him off the ball, he just dropped. Might want a 5-man wall in this instance. Yes, he has 5 men in there. I think we have seen goals scored from this similar position at this grounds late on. MABOUYA, if you want to score, you have to score now.
Straight into the wall.
Experience there by Giovanni.
Aaron Richards on it now.
Not much time left. Pushing the 88th minute. Still 1-0 to the GROS-ISLET. Where you going and feel alright? GROS-ISLET tonight. Show qu'on dit fait. MABOUYA still in possession. Giovanni asking the team to calm down.
A bit of game management there. At this point in time, looks like my gut was right. That Troy Greener, he steps on the ball. I did feel that GROS-ISLET being buoyed by the fact that they're playing at home. But being able to nick it from MABOUYA Valley. And as it stands, it's probably about what's going to happen, barring any rush of blood to the head from GROS-ISLET.
I didn't go it all soon up. Sebastian opting to kick goal to goal.
Tej Pascal is going to have a long night.
Yeah, he's a youngster. He will learn from this. Rather unfortunate. And that's the harsh part of football. There's 4 minutes at a time.
A bit of skill and a foul just outside the area.
Buy some time right there of the clock.
Clovell Snack now in for Joshua George. Josh and Joshua. I think that's the Jimo.
Josh and Joshua.
Grosley almost in again. Just a few more seconds left in the promised stoppage time, and a strike more in hope than expectation coming from MABOUYA Valley. It's just to sort of round things off. I think we saw a yellow card issued there by Lesroy Joseph. Henrich is just trying to keep it in the corner. Still attacking. Ball cleared out. It's a corner. We now on to the 6th minute of stoppage time. We were promised 4, but of course Giovanni Di Turville went down. Required some treatment, so that time is being added back on. Grosley just keeping it in the corner there. MABOUYA Valley, do they have one more in them? No. The throw in. Still playing here. About to enter the 7th minute. Think that should do it. Think that should do it, folks. Grosley are going to finish the evening in 3rd place in the Premier League table, as the semi-final, or the race for the semi-final spots, heat up in the Semi-Pro Football League's Premier League. For kick there. Chavez lost the ball there. It was really up against 3 players. How much time are we going to have left? We're into the 8th minute now. We were promised 4. We did have a stoppage in the 4 minutes. And there we go, Lesroy Joseph acceding to my request And it's 1-0 here at the Francis Babalastic ground. By Joe Edward, a penalty in the 75th minute. GROS-ISLET come away with all the points. That now pushes MABOUYA Valley down into 5th position. So still all to play for in terms of the top 4. Of course, stay tuned for the post-match interviews with my good friend, Mr. Tennyson Glasgow. So Elijah Williams saying, good night, folks.
Mic check 1 2. Yeah. Want to be further up the table? Anything that you can go back to the drawing board, positive thing you can take from that game going forward?
Well, I think we played very well. We just outplayed our own selves. If we keep it up, keep trying to do better, scoring all our opportunities, I think we'll win our last 2 games.
All right, my brother, all the best going forward and wish you all the best. Yeah. Intermission. Don't